Okay, let's go ahead and continue practicing our color schemes by doing this digital coloring page. I want you to select the image of Spider-Man. You're going to notice it is a Photoshop file. I want you to click it once. Select these three circles, open in a new window. Once it's opened up, I want you to select the three circles again, and I want you to download it. This is either going to save onto your download folder in your documents tab or directly into your Google Drive. Okay, we can close this window and we can head over to this link right here. This is going to be Photopea. It's kind of like Adobe Photoshop, like the professionals use, but this is a web-based program. I want you to select Open from Computer. I want you to locate the image either in your documents, either in your download files, or in your Google Drive. You're going to open the Spider-Man PSD file, select it, hit open, and there you go. Now this program might look intimidating, but we're only going to use a few tools. Before we get started, I want you to go to the previous assignment, the color generator assignments, and I want you to click on the file. You can find this under classwork. Open up the file directly from the classwork page and your personal document should open up with all three color schemes. These color codes that you created are the ones you're going to use to color the Spider-Man page. Now head over back to Photopea, and I want to show you this where it says nav. Click on it, and this is going to allow you to zoom in and zoom out from the image. This is going to be important when you're coloring it in. This little box right here is your color picker, and we are going to copy and paste the color codes into this hex number code box. We are going to copy and paste. I'm going to start with the blue, hit OK. Now move up to find this tool right here and select the paint bucket tool. Now all you have to do is click on a section of the coloring page and it will fill it in for you using the color that you chose. Let's go ahead and switch colors. Copy and paste the new color code. Click on the color picker, paste your code onto the hex number, hit enter or OK. Making sure your bucket tool is selected. Ooh, and we messed up. That's okay. You can go back to edit and undo. And to get that tiny little space, we're going to use a navigator tool to zoom in and select. And I can move this all the way around. Zoom in, zoom out. Makes it easier to select those little tiny spaces. Let's continue coloring in the grass. You can go any order that you want. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video. All I'm doing is copy and pasting the color code. Using the color scheme, I'm going to color the entire page. Do not color this coloring page with realistic colors. I want you to choose a color scheme from the ones that you created earlier, and I want you to use that color scheme. Some buildings, if you chose pinks, your entire thing would be pink. I'm going to use this pink to color in Spider-Man's pajamas. I'm going to zoom into the hand, and I'm going to select the individual sections. Now you notice he has lots of tiny little sections, so I have to zoom in to make it easier for myself. And then I just have to click each section individually. You can zoom in and zoom out using the nav tool as you go down the arm or in different parts of the drawing. Alright, it's going to take forever. So fast forward. Speed painting. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man. And I'm still using the same color. And all I'm doing is clicking with my mouse. Going to each section and clicking, clicking, and clicking. I believe this entire thing took me like 30 minutes to finish. So it should take you about an hour or two. Which is not that bad. Oops. I hit undo and I can't because I'm 2 steps ahead. So I go back to this side where it says history. And the history tab logs the last 20 things you did, so you can go back a few steps using this history tab. Okay, and I zoom in for this tiny waist and the feet. And I am tired. Okay, so if you need to take a break and you're going to close your Chromebook for a while, go ahead and save your file as a PSD file, save as PSD, and this will automatically download it for you. Again, it's either going to be in your downloads folder or in your Google Drive, depending on which one you're using. We can close all these, and we are going to pretend that we're done with it for the day, and then we can come back to it the next day. Okay, go back to the assignment. Open up photopea.com, open from computer, and this time select the new file, the file that you worked on. Select it, hit enter, and then you can continue coloring in the Spider-Man. And so if I use the color picker with one of the color codes from my color schemes, but I move it down and to the right, I get a shade of that color. And this is going to help us with the look of our Spider-Man. Deselect contiguous. Fill in the same color, and there you go. Bam. Make sure you save this as a PSD in case you want to work on it later. To turn it in, you have to export. Select export as a JPEG. You can select 100% here. Save it. And this download, this JPEG, is what you're going to turn in. You can tell it's a JPEG because if you go to your download folder or to your Google Drive, you're going to see a preview of it. You double click it and it should open up pretty easily. And there is your Spider-Man. Alright guys, have fun with it. Show us what you got.